Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or rather in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. Yes, it is the morning after our game against Westham. It all ended 2-1 at the bridge. 2-1. The result we've been expecting. Yesterday I predicted 2-0. But well, it came as 2-1, and we have to accept it that way. This is my post-match reaction. Wherever you are, let's get started, dear friend. Finally, we've seen Philip Jorgensen mounting the goalpost in the game against Westham at the bridge. What do you think about his performance? I would like to hear from you in the comments section. Sanchez finally has been benched. Robert Sanchez has been benched and Philip Jorgensen mounting the goalpost. For me, it would have just been a clean sheet if not for our own errors. Now, to go into the game proper, it is my post-match reaction, so relax yourself. I will be back to analyze it well. But right now, my reaction to the game, after 90 minutes of football, dear friend, it was evidently clear that our players were down with confidence. More especially in the first half, we played with no confidence. We were playing the game and it's like, unlike the game against City, where we started well, the first 15 minutes, we were pressing, we were on top. The game against Westham, in our own backyard, Stamford Bridge, it was as if we were not sure on what to do. We weren't sure of our positioning. We weren't sure whether we should attack, whether we should defend, whether we should pressure, put pressure. We were not sure in the first 45 minutes. Oh yes, it was clear that we lacked confidence, and it was flat in the first half. That is the reason why we considered that early goal. How on earth a defender, Levi Cowell, a defender of Levi Cowell's stature, how on earth will he give such a pass? Back pass from Levi Cowell that resulted in the first goal. They scored the first goal in the first half. How on earth will Levi Cowell give such a bad pass? Back pass. A layman will know. As a defender, if you want to give a back pass to your goalkeeper, you don't play it directly to the keeper. You play it either to the left or to the right, not direct to the keeper. From where you were as a player, where he was as a player, you are not too sure who is behind you. And moreover, it wasn't as if he was under too much pressure. His position and Mohamed Kudus, yes, Mohamed Kudus was on him. But that wasn't that much. You cannot say that as a defender, there were options. Levi Cowell could have done better. There were options to clear the ball, even to, throw in or corner kick. There were options, not just to the goalkeeper. When you are not sure who is behind you, you pass the ball. By the time your keeper arrives, the striker was there. Westham player was there. Look, that alone killed the game from that moment. That goal they scored. But thank God, finally Enzo Maresca did something great. Thank God that he did something great in the game. Second half when we came back. Yes, when we came back in the second half, he did something great. We started the second half not too long, and then we equalized. 51st minute, 52nd minute. Why did we equalize? Because he made the right substitutions and on time. He made the substitutions on time. He brought in Pedro, Neto, and McGuay. And that changed the game. These two substitutions that he made changed the game completely. We saw the movement of McGuay in the attacking areas. in the box area. That brought a lot of pressure. As a matter of fact, the changes brought different formation. We saw different formation. Then, after then, the second substitution also came in. Where he brought in another 2 players. And the first substitution was what? Yes. Let me see. Maguire and Pedro for Nicolas Jackson and Jadon Sancho. Because the fact remains that Jadon Sancho right now, he started well with Chelsea, but right now it looks like, I'm not too sure what he's doing. He gets opportunities even to shoot. His cutting was okay, but I'm not too sure what was happening, especially in yesterday's game. Jackson, his work rate, okay. But dear friend, it was good that he was substituted. Maguire came and Maguire brought in different kind of intensity. Even the last 2 substitutions, Jackson again, Christopher Nkunku came in the place of Noni Madueke. And we also saw Malo Gusto coming in for Reece James. Malo Gusto coming in for Reece James. And the entire game changed totally. We now began to see different style of football. I'm not surprised to see the first goal coming in from Pedro Neto. And Cole Palmer, even though throughout the game he was quiet. You see, when we want to talk, I know most of you, because Cole Palmer scored a goal, most of you think, oh, Cole Palmer, he lost form. Palmer is not at his peak as he used to be, just like Jackson. Cole Palmer, as we speak, he is out of form. The goal he scored was just by chance. In fact, he even took a huge deflection. He himself, if you ask him, he was never expected it. He took a huge deflection. It was just one of those lucky goals for Chelsea, because we were chasing the win, and at that moment we were putting much pressure on Westham. Chelsea was actually on top at that moment. That second half, the game changed. The intensity was much more on Westham. We were pressing more harder. We created much more space in their area. So for the goal to come through Cole Palmer, I'm not surprised. But all I'm trying to say is that Cole himself is out of form. He was so quiet throughout the game. And hey, let me also point out something here. Why players like Cole Palmer are hard to be substituted is because of moments like this. No matter how bad they are performing, a little magical moment can change the game when you keep a player like Cole Palmer on the pitch. By chance, any little moment, any little opportunity, they can change the game easily. That is the reason why coaches don't like to substitute players like Cole Palmer. He wasn't in the game throughout. But that moment that he got, that chance that he got, he made good use of it. That is the point. So, many people will be wondering, oh, why won't you substitute Cole Palmer? Listen, that would have been a terrible mistake. He came at the time that the goal was needed most. He got it for us. And the most important thing is that we won the game. We performed badly, yet we won the game. And every great team, you don't always need to perform well. Sometimes, the most important thing is you winning the game, getting a point that you needed. And Graham Potter visiting Stamford Bridge for the first time after he was sacked as our head coach, couldn't go with any point. It's another thing that I need to celebrate. Otherwise, you would have gotten the bragging right. You know what it means? Having the bragging right over us. We sack him and he will come back and torment us in our own backyard. No. So, dear friend, it ended 2-1. It ended 2-1 because the coach did the right thing in the second half. Early substitutions, as we've been saying, and he got the substitutions right on point. He made the right substitutions, the right players. He brought them in at the right time. And that is what changed the game. Quickly, it is your breakfast. Before I let you go, let me show you what. This is how we started the game. Jorgensen in goal post. Rhys James the captain. Tosin, Cowell, Cucurella. These were the defenders. Then we have Caicedo, the man of the match. I will soon get to that. Enzo Fernandez, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, Sancho, and Jackson. These were the players that started the game, the first 11. But ladies and gentlemen, do you know who impressed me most? And thank God he's been the man of the match. Moise Caicedo. This guy is developing him into a monster. Caicedo's work rate, even the whole entire squad. As a matter of fact, even Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez also did extremely well. In fact, for once, our midfield was solid. For once, the midfield partnership, the play of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo was solid. Their work rate was high. Though we made a mistake, that mistake we made earlier on, Levi-Cowell's error. And it wasn't just Levi-Cowell. The goal could have still been, avoided if it were, I believe, Chalobah. Because Tosin, if Chalobah was to be in a game, Tosin had every opportunity to get that ball from the striker. I mean, is it Bowen that scored a goal? Tosin was rushing to cover up. Then all of a sudden he stopped in split seconds. It's like I was not sure what went through his head. He made a move quickly, then all of a sudden relaxed. It was still preventable. And because if you look at the angle where the Westham player put the ball, our goalkeeper even died, but his hand just couldn't reach it. He died right on time. Assuming Tosin did not pause his movement, he would have helped. And that early goal, you can imagine in our home, Westham scoring the first goal in the first half. We went for the recess. Coming back, we will now have to come back with a refreshed energy. That's why I'm happy the coach made the right substitutions at the right time. At the right time. Pedro Neto came on and lightened that right flank. Noni Madueke and Jadon Sancho, they were all quiet during the game. I'm not too sure what is going through their head. But you see, like I said to you guys, the most important thing is the 3 points. We got it. We are back to the top 4. 2 points ahead of City. We are back in the top 4. We are back in the top 4 at the time that Newcastle lost their game and City lost their game. So it is up to us now to leverage on our position right now going forward. If you ask me, we have no reason to give up our top 4 position to Man City. That means that we must keep winning. We must keep winning. I'm happy. Enzo Fernandez, for instance, like as you can see on your screen, he was just looking for the opportunity to deliver the ball into the box. Moise Caicedo winning the man of the match. I love it. These two players, they were the standout players throughout the 90 minutes of play. Quickly, it ended 2-1 in favor of Chelsea. Now, I will be back with the transfer news. But let me just announce, first of all, yes, that Chelsea have recalled that Fofana from his loan spell. The fact remains that he never got a proper chance. He was signed into an overcrowded squad and his loan was mismanaged despite his potential. I'm happy Fofana is back. He is a striker. Let's see what will happen in the next days. He is our player. And another player that we signed, Chelsea actually signed a player. I spoke about this player before, I think yesterday. Yes, I said that anything could happen. Anything could happen. And I believe that this signing, Matisse, what they call him. I'm trying to get a full detail. Yes, I'm trying to get a full detail. What's his name? Where is it? We signed a new player, dear friends. We signed a new player, and I believe that his name is Matisse. Matisse, I want to get a full name. Anyway, let me just put it this way. You see, this player, Matisse, he is not a player that is ready to play for a club like Chelsea at this moment consistently. His name is Matisse. I wanted to get the full details for you, but I think I'm missing it somewhere. He is not a player, he's a midfielder. When I watch his video, his clips, yes, he's like a player that can easily dethrone Romeo Lavia. His tackles are spot on. Breaking play, that's the most important. He breaks opposition's play. He breaks opposition's play. Now, he is not a player at that level that can really take on first 11 consistently. However, as a bench option, okay, he will make do for the rest of the season for Chelsea, as Romeo Lavia right now is not available. We probably will loan him out to Strasbourg next season. Yes, and bring back Andrew Santos in his place. That is a thinking. I believe this is what the idea that went into this signing. Because we know we are going to get Andrew Santos back from Strasbourg. And Strasbourg is our sister, club. We just cannot leave a hole in their midfield. So I believe that the thinking that went into this Matisse signing was that when we recall Andrew Santos, we cannot give Matisse to them. That is why I'm thinking it's a sensible transfer to make right now. Yes, that is my thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, my next episode, I'll come up with all the transfer news, all that transpired in the last hours of the transfer window. Dear friends, I'll be back with the next one. Shalom and peace.